Olive oil, long celebrated as a culinary cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, has emerged as a quiet powerhouse in the science of brain health. In regions like Salento, Italy, home to some of the world's oldest and most cognitively resilient individuals, olive oil isn't merely a cooking fat, but a daily ritual and cultural anchor. Increasingly, researchers are uncovering how the specific chemical composition of high-quality extra virgin olive oil, particularly that produced in Salento's sun-drenched hills, offers profound neuroprotective benefits. From reducing neuroinflammation to preserving memory and slowing brain aging, the compounds found in this golden oil may offer some of the most accessible defenses against cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. The potency of Salento olive oil lies in its richness in polyphenol, especially oleocanthal and hydroxytyrosol, two phenolic compounds that possess powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. These molecules are more than just nutritional bonuses. They function as biologically active agents that interact with neural pathways implicated in aging, memory, and neurodegeneration. In fact, studies suggest that oleocanthal may mimic the action of certain nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, by targeting the same enzymes involved in inflammatory processes, without the side effects associated with synthetic medications. This is particularly relevant because chronic, low-grade inflammation in the brain is considered a driving force behind neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's. Moreover, hydroxytyrosol, one of the most potent antioxidants naturally found in food, crosses the blood-brain barrier and directly scavenges free radicals within neural tissue. Oxidative stress is a key factor in the aging brain, leading to DNA damage, protein misfolding, and impaired mitochondrial function. By reducing oxidative burden, hydroxytyrosol helps preserve the integrity of brain cells and supports healthy synaptic function, the very basis of learning and memory. Research conducted in Salento and other parts of southern Italy has begun to link the regular consumption of unfiltered, polyphenol-rich olive oil with lower rates of dementia and age-related cognitive impairment. Population studies from the region reveal that older adults who consume traditional Mediterranean diets, where olive oil is the primary fat, show better performance in memory and executive function tests and a slower rate of brain atrophy. These findings align with international trials, such as the PREDIME study in Spain, which showed that participants who consumed a Mediterranean diet enriched with extra virgin olive oil had significantly lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease over several years. Olive oil also appears to influence the structure and function of the brain itself. Neuroimaging studies have found that older adults adhering to a Mediterranean diet exhibit higher volumes of gray matter in key cognitive regions, such as the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus. These areas are critical for decision-making, attention, and long-term memory, all functions that deteriorate in dementia. While multiple components of the diet contribute to this effect, olive oil's anti-inflammatory and vascular supportive properties likely play a central role in preserving cerebral blood flow and reducing neural degeneration. Importantly, the quality of the olive oil matters. The oils produced in Salento are typically cold-pressed, unfiltered, and derived from ancient cultivars like Pisiotana, which thrive in the region's unique microclimate. This artisanal process preserves the highest levels of polyphenol and unsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that supports brain cell membrane fluidity and enhances the delivery of nutrients across neuronal membranes. Commercially refined or low-grade oils, by contrast, contain far fewer bioactive compounds and lack the same therapeutic potential. In addition to its chemical profile, olive oil may also exert benefits through the gut-brain axis, a bidirectional communication system between the digestive tract and central nervous system. Polyphenol and olive oil serve as prebiotics, feeding beneficial gut bacteria that in turn produce short-chain fatty acids and neurotransmitter precursors like GABA and serotonin. These compounds play a role in modulating mood, cognition, and neuroinflammation, suggesting that part of olive oil's brain protective effects may originate in the microbiome. What's especially promising is that olive oil's cognitive benefits aren't limited to prevention. Some evidence suggests it may support improvement in early-stage cognitive decline. Animal studies have shown that diets rich in extra virgin olive oil reduce beta-amyloid plaque buildup, a hallmark of Alzheimer's, in the brains of mice. Human studies are beginning to echo this finding, with some trials showing enhanced verbal memory and processing speed after months of high-quality olive oil supplementation. Ultimately, the case for olive oil as a neuroprotective food is not simply rooted in tradition or broad epidemiology. It is grounded in molecular biology, neuroscience, and clinical data. It demonstrates how a single ingredient, when consumed regularly and in its most authentic form, can act as a long-term ally against the complex biological processes that drive cognitive aging. For those seeking to protect brain health, especially in middle age and beyond, the lesson is clear. Integrating high-quality extra virgin olive oil into daily meals is more than a culinary choice. It is a therapeutic one. It reflects the wisdom of the Salento centenarians, whose longevity is not only measured in years, but in clarity of thought, emotional stability, and a vibrant sense of self that endures well into the final chapters of life.